Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre-half.
Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Howson proves too strong. And he's lost his man here. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Oh, it's Van Basten. And the pass is intercepted. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Chouameni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention.
And Martinez! Goal! Vasco da Gama! The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Costa Curta. And Zaire Emery. Busquets. It's a smartly directed ball. Borussia Dortmund are behind here, despite their domination of possession. He's picked his way through. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Borussia Dortmund really could have done without this. Neuer will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Vasco da Gama are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Conte. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And this is Bergkamp. Bergkamp cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Zaire Emery. And it's Bergkamp. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now it's Enrique. He's found a way through. And this is Mohamed Salah.
Borussia Dortmund really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Bergkamp. Howson. 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Van Basten. Busquets gets flagged offside. pass isn't the best. Costa Curta. Now Howson, pressing high and with purpose. Busquets. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Hullet. And it's Zaire Emery. Now it's Martinez. Well-timed, excellent interception. Conte. Bergkamp. And here's Van Basten. Now it's Bergkamp. And it's Zaire Emery. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Howson cuts out the pass. And it's Bergkamp. Bergkamp. Can he get it through? Good ball over the top. And he's away. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear... Decent chance! And that is doing no harm.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Costa Curta. And Zaire Emery. Conte. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Martinez. And it's half-time here.
Substituição.
So off we go once more.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Howson. Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Borussia Dortmund do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Great. He's having a shot! It's relevant. Oh, he's been caught. Has another go! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Shoots! Oh, that's a waste. Out towards the flank. Valverde. And that should get the job done. Oh, and a chance! It's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Costa Curta makes the interception.
Martinez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Opts for safety.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Mbappe. Borussia Dortmund are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Busquets. Aims beyond the defence. And he's... Now Martinez. Shapes to shoot! This time, surely! Oh, terrific save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Vasco da Gama with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Hausen wins the duel this time. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Valverde. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's fabulous. Hausen defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Conte. Now Hausen. And it's Zaire Emery. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Costa Curta. And Zaire Emery. Conte. And here's Van Basten. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He has found the way through. He's had a shot! And he steered it beyond the post.
Vasco da Gama certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Adams. And it's Conte. Hausen. Defending was strong and firm. And it's Zaire Emery. Played out towards the right wing. Gullit has been caught there, it's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. Luis Enrique.
Borussia Dortmund are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Conte. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. That is good alertness. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Hausen. Passing is crisp and sharp. Conte. Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Mohamed Salah looking for a runner. It's a pretty loose pass. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And it's Gullit. Zaire Emery. Conte. Played out to the left flank. That's gone loose. And he's got the final touch there. Goal kick's been given. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Borussia Dortmund desperate.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
That has not gone well. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And a chance! And the pass is intercepted. Not the most accurate pass. It's a really well-measured ball. Conte. Milan do have a chance to counter here. And this is Cruyff. That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. Serginho was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And it's Zaire Emery. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Played out towards the right wing. Now he's got space here. Well played, that has... he's given it away! Cruyff! Johan Cruyff, unequalled in the history of our beautiful game. He's got himself an absolute peach. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Zaire Emery tries to play it through. AC Milan could counter here. Costa Curta makes the interception. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there's the shot! He would have been quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tries to cross.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement. Borussia Dortmund really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Now it's Bergkamp. Hullet, and Hullet! Rijkaard. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Great vision. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Pulls off a sensational save. And we have our very first corner. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Matheus Cunha. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that's wonderful alert. Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's going to go a long way. Looking for the run. Serginho in acres of space out wide. Pass is just off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very...
Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught napping. Marquinhos gets it clear, and the shot! Good effort first time.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. Costa Curta. Spread it left. And it's Serginho. Busquets is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, well played.
Borussia Dortmund certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Now it's Cruyff. Can he get it through? Kirkchu. Decent chance! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Zaire Emery. That's Busquets. Howson. Played out to the left flank. Can he get on the end of this? Played into space out wide. Conte. Bergkamp. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a pretty loose pass. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Borussia Dortmund certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's a decent clearance. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Busquets. Spread out to the left. Baresi deals with that comfortably. Kupchu. Hausen calmly anticipates. Bergkamp. Bergkamp touches it back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Stood up well to him there. Threads one in. Rijkaard.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that's gone loose. Zaire Emery did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now the ball's gone astray. Lovely, now then. Cruyff! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Hausen. Serginho. Now Hausen. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Bergkamp. Hullet. Now that looks a decent ball. Spread neatly. He's got away. And Zola! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
A case now of complete control. And it's Bergkamp. Zola going full tilt down the left. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Hullet has it in a wide position. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Serginho, Bergkamp. Rijkaard. And he's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And that's played in low. Tries to get it clear.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time. Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque. Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Zola providing an outlet on that flank. Now there's a fine ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he has been fouled there. Into the last 5 minutes. And that has put paid to that. Cruyff. Kirkchu. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Milan with a free kick then. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Cruyff! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Big chance!
Well, yet another interception.
Manchus Cunha! And that's off target. Busquets. Howson.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Busquets. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So that's got things underway. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely...
And Batistuta! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Shot could be on. Shapes to shoot! Howson. Iniesta. Zaire Emery. Great vision. Always onto this. Bellingham. Neuer claims comfortably. Iniesta. Oh, good spread. Zaire Emery. Now it's Luis Garcia. And he's intervened well there. Conte. Now Howson. Out to the left it goes. Conte. And it's Zaire Emery. Beckham. Played out towards the right wing. Dink through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here. Borussia Dortmund are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Adams makes the interception. Conte.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking.
Batistuta! That is delicious! A finish of true class! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
And now he has two. Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Oh, he's been caught napping. And this is... And Messi! And what to be quick to recover this. Costa Curta attempts a clearance. Zaire Emery goes steaming forward. Busquets. Howson. And Iniesta. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Howson. Conte. Hullet. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now that's well seen too. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball.
There's the shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Rijkaard does well to get it back. And there's green grass ahead of him. A header! It's run loose, in for the pieces! Busquets. And it's Hullet. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Played out to the left flank. Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? Cross to the back post. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And that's going right the way across. Zaire Emery. And it's Iniesta. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Adams. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Busquets. And Adams. Iniesta.
minuto di
Now it's
recupero.
Gullit. Zaire Emery. And it's Conte. Howson. And here's Iniesta. Oh, super ball. Big chance! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Borussia Dortmund really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, what a climb! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Saka. Zaire Emery. Now Howson. Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. Lovely pass, but can he get them? And he's decided to go for it.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Now it's Gullit. Zaire Emery. Now it's Luis Garcia. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Conte. Bellingham, who's set up one goal so far. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Nicely worked. And he's quick to get it clear again. And the pass is intercepted. Conte. Alexander-Arnold sends it crossfield. Not the most accurate pass, and that's too far for anyone. Costa Curta. Adams. Iniesta. And Zaire Emery. Foot in. Bellingham. And here's Azar. Saka. He's shifting through the gears here. Neuer claims it. Safe hands. Conte. He's looking wide. Bellingham. And this is Batistuta. Busquets did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Howson tries to clear. Played through into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And they're quick to get it back. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Nicely weighted ball. Picked up, and the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Batistuta. Looking for the run, and that could set him on his way. Keeper has taken decisive action. Saka. Now it's Saka. Threads one in. Hazard with the delivery. And it's Hazard.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
It's a quick one. Bellingham. Spread neatly. Cleared without hesitation. Conte. Busquets. And that's gone loose. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Steaming on goalwards. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Luis Garcia. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
It's played through for him. Messi! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And time is up. Borussia Dortmund suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine, where 66,000 or so congregate week in, week out. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Busquets, totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one.
Well, Peter, it's so good.
Nunez! Pedri. Nice bit of trickery. He's found a way through. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Chance! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Sao Paulo certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Pull it. Zaire Emery. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Darwin. Just a goal. Takes a shot! Goal! Sao Paulo! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Great ball, and he's in here. Corner then.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Sao Paulo have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Ribery. He is shapes to shoot! Oh, Waters, and another try! Oh, it's hit the post. He's looking wide.
Borussia Dortmund are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's good running with the ball. Bullet is always looking to break lines. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries to... He gets big! Sao Paulo look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
There's the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Shooting chance! Now, can they get him away? Nice physical challenge. And it's Messi. Pullet, running with the ball. Zaire Emery. Spread it left. Iniesta. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now that's well seen too. 15 minutes till half-time. Zaire Emery conjures time and space where few can. And he's on a charge. Nunez. Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Ribery! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Busquets. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now, he's got space here. Messi. Neuer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And it's Iniesta. Pedri.
Borussia Dortmund certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Now that looks a decent ball. And that's gone loose. It's gone out for a throw-in. Opts for safety. Busquets. Pedri. A heavy challenge. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Iniesta. Now Hausen. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Busquets. And it's Zaire Emery. And he's found a way past. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. There's some great running on show here. And the shot! No mistake! And this is getting better and better. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Sao Paulo. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Borussia Dortmund really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Pedimos que permaneçam sentados durante a partida. Agradecemos sua cooperação. Substituição
Here we go again.
São Paulo.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's shot a goal! And it's come back out to him. Sticks it away! The second half sparks straight into life. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Ronaldo gets into some space. Defending of the desperate variety. Zaire Emery. Luis Garcia. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's a chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pullet absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Nice looking ball. And the pass is intercepted. Howson. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Picked out brilliantly. Goes for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now...
And the finish! It's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And that could set him on his way. Well, now it's a race for the ball. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Ambitious ball here. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Iniesta. And it's Pedri. Pedri going face-to-face with his great rival. He's got away. Flash chance! He scores! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Aos 29 minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador, camisa 8.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one...
He's tried one! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Camisa 11, camisa 8. Deixando o campo
Belletti.
para a entrada de camisa 19, camisa 22.
That's
camisa
Busquets.
23.
And he's forced to go back.
Substituição.
Costa Curta. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that's fabulous.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Pedri. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Quality ball. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And he plays one through. He's picked his way through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Borussia Dortmund are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Luis Garcia tries to pass it through. In towards the back. He's got full. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Cleared without complication. Can he get it through? Pedri. And it's Hullet. Hullet going full steam ahead down the left flank. Neymar. Searching pass he's played there. Busquets. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes, and he's managed to get free.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And we're done. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Borussia Dortmund.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you At full speed, he gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Cross to the back post. Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Iniesta. That's Busquets. Howson. Now it's Hullet. Now, can they get him away? Makaleli. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Messi. Howson wins the duel this time. And it's Vieira. Club America finding their shot at goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Best really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Borussia Dortmund still without a single shot on target. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. That's tidy. Lahm gets into some space. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Borussia Dortmund really could have done without this. So the would-be breakthrough moment. And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. Vieira. And here's Hullet, takes a shot! Oh, nearly. Costa Curta. Busquets. Iniesta. Zaire Emery. Now it's Iniesta.
That was lovely, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Luis Garcia is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Has a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Busquets gathers from the goal kick. Hullet can be a real threat inside the box. Now it's Mbappe. Club America upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
He's picked his way through. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Iniesta. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Some good work on the right flank here. He's on it, can he get away? Look at the space here. Can he finish? He's delivered all right! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Pullet. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nice control. Oh, good spread. Engages and forces him off the ball. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Oh, that's fabulous. Schmeichel claims comfortably. Club America have it back and can go again. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning.
Howson. And Adams.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo
Costa
reglamentario.
Curta. And it's Zaire Emery. Luis Garcia. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Cambio en el América. Número 4. Número 15.
Whistle
Messi.
goes, and we start the second half.
Número 22.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Eto'o.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Looking for the run. That has been cut short. Zaire Emery can see things others simply cannot. Borussia Dortmund different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon. Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Shot could be a decent chance! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Zaire Emery. Borussia Dortmund perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Danielson providing an outlet on that flank, and that has left him in a heap. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Howson does well to get it back. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. Hangs in a chance! And the keeper threw out a limb.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Cambio en el América. Número 20. Número 9. Entran número 11. Número 25. Se está realizando un cambio.
And the finish! Oh, what has happened here? Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Zaire Emery. Danielson, and he was quick to react. Now it's Van Basten. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Nicely weighted ball. Roberto Baggio, looking to be a menace in the final third. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, that's nice. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Iniesta.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Lahm could try cutting inside here. Lahm plays it in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Can he get it through? Played in by... Up he goes! It's there! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's a mighty effort! Oh, off the bar!
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
That has been slung wide. Borussia Dortmund needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Conte. Danielson.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
And he's had it nicked away. Roberto Baggio. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And it's Iniesta. Tries to play it through. That is good alertness. Zaire Emery. And that is that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And here's Neymar. Xavi. It's Xavi! It's their first effort on goal.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Hard-pumped interception. That has not gone well. Now, can they get him away? And now a sudden chance to counter. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Hullet. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Hullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And it's Neymar. And here's Batistuta. Borussia Dortmund are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now it's Batistuta. Eto'o is onto this. And he's had it nicked away. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Batistuta. Shot, surely! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Serginho. Well, there is Xavi, one of the great creators, inventors, one of the great visionaries of the game, Jim.
I fell in love with him and his style of play. Just unmatched in terms of intelligence and vision. He really is peerless in what he does.
Rocher. Neymar could move up a gear here. It's a searching pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Belletti. And it's Bergkamp. That's Busquets.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And it's Bergkamp. And it's made its way to him. He is through here. Shot a goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Danger averted for now. Rocher. Belletti. Eto'o. Spread it left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Neymar! Long ball looking to counter. Iniesta. And he's lost his man here. Another chance from a corner. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos sua colaboração com o nosso programa beneficente, Chance no Futebol.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Opts for safety. Looks to the other side. Quality ball. Busquets producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. No way through. Danielson. Can he get on the end of this? This is Dembele, and it's played terrific header. Oh, off the bar. Marvellous goal.
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The goal scorer after 11 minutes is number 20, Gabriel Batistuta.
Borussia Dortmund are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Messi. Jordan Henderson. Passing nice and neat. Goes for a shot! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things starting to look... This is Batistuta. He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, that's a fine interception. There's the shot! A whisker away from making it 4.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Dembele plays it short. And here's Dembele. Eric Garcia has a shot! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Eric Garcia clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
And it's Van Basten. Zaire Emery. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Borussia Dortmund already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Neto driving forwards. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Danielson. It's Gullit. Busquets. Gullit. Van Basten. And it's Cannavaro. Eric Garcia. Jordan Henderson. Here's Cannavaro. Eric Garcia. Threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency.
Great chance! And it's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.